You already know what time it is. It's the homie Ace Cannon. You tuning in live right now with Adam A. and Steve J. for the News, Life, and Beyond podcast. You heard? Yeah.
The stories of what goes on over there, especially in the tri-state between Philly and Jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So none of your peoples tried to get you.
Like most of my peoples, they ended up joining like the 20s.
Yeah. No, I mean while you were in NY.
What you mean?
Like that, none of your peoples tried to get you
Nah.
involved in, you know.
Nah, they tried to. I just,
when I was,
here's the thing, like when I went there, I still had the mentality of, like, I'm gonna survive this shit. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck it is and to whoever that I'm going to in order to make me get the fuck out of here. Because once again, I have grown up and seen a lot of crazy shit, right? So I know what certain situations or whatever the politics is, right? I'm just saying politics. Whatever the politics is, I knew that I didn't want to be part of it, and that if you fucked with me, I wasn't going to be walking around this compound or no compound. Not that I'm Superman, but I'm not going to be afraid of nobody to be walking around where I need to go.
Yeah.
So I really fought my way a lot through until cats understood that he's willing to fight. So leave him alone, you know what I mean? So I really fought not having to be involved in none of that. You know what I'm saying? But once I got to Summers, you know, my brother was there and whatnot, and I was like, damn, you know, I wish you never, because now I'm gonna be part of this with you, because you're my brother, I need to keep an eye on you. You know what I'm
Like your real brother,
My
family
real
blood.
brother, yeah, my real brother, you know? So, and even then, I did my mission.
Must have been crazy, huh?
It was crazy.
With your brother.
Yeah, it was crazy. And out of all people, I didn't think he would ever get it, but he was out there fucking around like I was.
Yeah.
And making moves behind my back is the wrong word. He was making his own plays without nobody knowing, and made plays with people he should. I would have said, Joe, don't fuck with this person, that person, whatever, because, you know. And even if I told him a few other people not to fuck with, he was just as much for the money than I was too. It's just I wanted it, but I also wanted to do it and work together. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's to get your money, not have to end up behind bars, right? Not just get your money and fuck it if you end up behind bars. It's not, you know, so my brother was a little different, you know, he didn't care. He just
Would have been better if you guys worked together, you think?
I tried that, you know, there's a whole other, listen, I'll tell you, I got stories. I got stories.
Bring
but and let me tell you something. I was at MaszV, so I went, yeah,
All right.
I went into, I went
You
into
can be here for a while like my interview was.
I was like, I went in young because I was like, MaszV. You know, and my brother just wasn't. I don't do well with people that don't know how to handle money just in the basic manner. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it.
He was a spender. He was flashy.
He was the fashionista though.
No discipline.
When I tell you,
I would say he's flashier than he's.
When I tell you, he had every. You remember the flight jackets?
Yeah.
All the team jackets, all that shit. Yeah. And bro, he be throwing shit at me. Like, I bought this for you, I'm not wearing that. He's like, you're gonna fucking wear it. You know what I'm saying? Because I bought it. We ain't walking around here looking like everybody else. That's how my brother was. He didn't care. To this day, he's still on his shit. It's just all fly shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love him. You know what I mean?
It's funny because, you know, Adam has a brother. I have a brother.
Right.
Everybody that we know that has brothers, they're always like just the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
everybody
wants to spend, one wants to save. You know what I mean?
You know what my brother's favorite saying was? You can't use it when you're dead. You know what I'm saying? When you die, when you take it with you, or he's always saying some reference to that shit.
Agreed.
Like, yeah, right? Like, I hear you, man. You know what I mean? But,
so when you went to MYI, did you have money on you?
I was fortunate enough. See, back in the 90s, right? I don't know if you was around before they started the Christmas commissary. Yeah. That you could have shit brought in at Christmas. It's from November to whatever. The laws just fit in the box, the little white box that you so that's how I survived during the holidays. And I didn't have a lot of people. I was fortunate enough. Shout out to my sister Wilma. I love you to death. She really took care of me on my bed. The girl I was with cheated on me, left me, came to a visit with hickeys on the neck, bro. And I'm at MOI. I'm a young, wild.
That happens to all
Yeah,
of
it
us.
happens. That's Jody, right? Jody gonna get fucked out. You know, we didn't forget.
That happens to all of us.
I'm fucking on Jody when
You're
we
a
fight.
blessed
Jody's a dead man,
motherfucker.
yeah.
You're a
You know what
blessed
I'm
motherfucker if you get a
saying?
girl to do a bid with you.
That's it, yeah. So, but my sister Lumia, shout out to her. I was fortunate. I'm telling you, I wasn't. Everybody was like a little pissed off at me when I went to jail, or the route that I took, because they was like, "You got so much potential to do more shit." I just wasn't willing to. I needed the money. Not that I wanted to go to jail. Who wants to go to jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I knew I needed things. I knew my sister needed shit. I knew, and this $1,500 a month they give me. Once, like I said, once you start, and I'm the type of person, I pay where I live. You know what I'm saying? My nieces, whatever, I'm gonna make sure everybody got money. I'm gonna make sure we all straight. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just live up under your roof and not think I have to contribute or nothing like that. So I always, so at the end of the day, $1,500 a month really ain't nothing, you know? So I just did things to supplement whatever I could do. You know, got into learning how to play spades, got into learning playing cards and shit like that. Got into learning playing poker at an early age. Even though I was just getting into it like way back then, like trying to understand the concepts and shit like that. But I'm more proficient at it now than I was. But I was actually starting to do shit back then, playing cards. Just trying to think of ways to make money. That's it. You know, but yeah. No.
When did you start getting into music and stuff?
So music, I've always been around. Shout out to I'm the youngest out of 13 on my mother's side, right? And the oldest son out of 12 on my father's side. So I got a lot of brothers and sisters. Just so that you saw. So shout out to my brother, Raised the Novelist, right? Raised the Novelist. He's out in Colorado. Super producer. I've been around music all my life. I was in the studios as a kid with my brothers back in Manchester. That's where I've always liked music. I had an ear for it. It wasn't until I moved to Manchester where my brother William was living, and he had a studio and he was doing reel-to-reels. Listen, this is how we used to make beats, right? Or samples. We used to have a 2-deck recorder, and you would wait till the part you needed. You would play the part you needed, take it out, put another part in, or if you knew how to splice like I did, splice the tapes and everything together, and then put the reel-to-reels, and then take a double cassette recorder and record everything you need, like stop, play, stop, play, stop, play.
Yeah, this nigga Steve's face was like,
Yeah, listen, before we knew anything about the MPs, I'm telling you, I used to be in there watching my brother beats, like doing shit like that. It was insane, yo. And then as you know, as he got older, I would go to the studios all the time. But at the time he was doing things like that, I was more into selling drugs. I was in my own lane doing my own thing.
Yeah, I was laughing because when you said stop play thing, I was just thinking about when you try to learn songs back in the days and shit, and you want to write them down and shit. Yeah, stop it. Listen to the words. Write it down.
Rewind.
And when you're doing it like that, because you're recording off the radio, you better be quiet. You can't say nothing. You know how many times I walked to my brother, he's making something, and he's fucking pissed. And my brother Diesel, my brother always does sports, right? So he's always been a big dude. You got this big ass dude chasing me, 16. trying to run out the house because you mad with me now. I know what you did. So shout out to my brother. Yeah, he out in Colorado. Raised the Novelist, R-A-I-Z Novelist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, his sister, his daughter. I don't know if you know who his daughter is. Kinja. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She was a big artist that was popping in Willimantic. She did some other stuff, but she was real known around this area. That's my niece. Yeah, so
Your brother's still into music?
Still doing it. Still producing for people out. He's in Colorado right now.
Alright.
He's in Denver. And he does a lot of stuff for a lot of people, like overseas and things like that. He is a composer when it comes to making beats. He'll literally take the pieces, a synth, or this, that, and third, and make the beats around that. Not take a sample or something and slap it in there and then make something or use. He makes his own from scratch. He had made some beats where this dude said, "Joe, you need to take these beats," and this is when I started learning like shit about sync licensing and having your ASCAP and all that stuff. Together, publishing all that together was listening to a guy speak to my brother, tell him that you need to take these beats, you need to register them, and then you need to sync license them to these movies. Because the beats we were making were like soundtrack beats. It was insane. Like, you sit back, the guy was like, "Yo, let me take this beat and I can." So that's what he did. My brother gave him a beat, and he sent it to some dude that worked in a movie thing, and just like that, moved his ass out to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? He's on a journey, some spiritual journey, but his spiritual journey got him to play thing and got him out in Colorado. You know what I mean? So he does things, you know, he's doing a little, you know, this, that, and third.
So you doing that with all your music?
That's what I'm doing right now. So all my music, everything I got out right now, is on my ASCAP.
Every story we show, no shortcuts, no favors, we earned every stripe. Built this from the mud, now we changing our life. MaszV got the vision and LB got the voice. When the real ones connect, ain't no other choice. Got the city standing up, got the movement on fire. Every year getting bigger, every level going higher. We built different, we don't quit, we stay driven. News, life, and beyond. Entertainment, we win it. Built different. Turn the pressure into diamonds. Independent, self-made. Now the whole world watching. Ain't nobody give us nothing. Had to fight for respect. Now they see the blueprint and they know what to expect. Real interviews, real people, real life in the booth. Every time we hit record, we bring nothing but the truth. Stack another episode, drop another hot show. Got the fans locked in everywhere that we